Hello again, Whiskey Whippers and Spirit Tippers. One here again, and today we found something special. This bad boy's been at the top of my wish list for quite some time, and we finally tracked it down. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about the GlenDronach 21 Parliament.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Oh man, I've been wanting this for so long. Like I said, this has been right there at the top of my wish list. This and the GlenDronach Signet, and of course the Yamazaki 18. Those have been like my three tops that I've been wanting. They're all expensive. Up here in Washington, this one's going for over $300. But as you know, I just got back from Vegas, and the Giant Tamer took a wrong turn, and we went way out of the way somewhere. And when she got off, she just pulled over for me to drive. And the parking lot we happened to pull over for had this like totally little hole in the wall. Couldn't even see it from the road. Like total hole in the wall liquor store. And I was like, well, we're here. Let me go in and see. And right when I walked in, I saw this bad boy and asked him how much it was, and it was $200. I was like, well, $100 off for a bottle I've been wanting forever? Yes, sir. Let's do it. So today we are going to be popping open the 21-year-old GlenDronach Parliament.
Oh my goodness! That's the most badass thing I've ever heard.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. You don't even know. Like I said, this is one of my top three on the wish list. Been wanting this forever. Just couldn't pull the trigger for $300. But seeing it for $100 off, how could you not grab it? Oh, let's get it. Decent little pop. Let's get it in that glass. I'm so excited for this. You don't even know. As a lot of you know, the GlenDronach 18, the Allardyce, is my absolute favorite whiskey. I've heard great things about this. It's natural colored, non-chill filtered, 21 years old, matured in combination with the finest Oloroso and Pedro Jimenez sherry cask. So super excited to get this. You know how we do it. As much as I want to dive right in, it's 21 years old, so we're going to let it chill in the glass for about 20 minutes, and we'll be right back at it. Don't go anywhere.
Well, we're waiting.
All right, 21 minutes is up, and I'm ready to get into this one. This one kind of has that, kind of like that sherry funk on it. Oh, I'm kind of getting like cherries and pomegranate and kind of like red licorice ropes, kind of that kind of nose. Kind of a dusty, kind of that dusty leather, and then the funky sherry. So yeah, like that funky from the sherry cask. Like red vines and maybe like a pomegranate, and then basically like a dusty leather note on there. Well, that funk is real. It's almost like a Jamaican rum funk. I mean, it's not quite as funky as that Jamaican rum funk, but there is definitely that sherry barrel funkness on there. That sherry barrel funkiness on there. Oh man, let's get down a little deeper. There's kind of like a plum note, maybe some dates and some figs. Some of those darker stone fruits, and yeah, that clash between like the cherry and pomegranate and that kind of sherry funk and dusty leather note. It's not really clashing though. It's more of like a harmony, a symphony of harmony. It's more like a collaboration of aromas and smells. Oh man, yeah, I'm definitely the barrel influence is deep on this one. Can't wait any longer. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers. Wow, there's a lot going on there. All those other notes are there, but like the dates and the figs are coming out a little bit more. Some kind of like cooking spices, some allspice, maybe even a little ginger note. It's weird. I was wondering if this would have that same savory umami taste like the 18 has. And it's there, it's just not quite so pronounced. It's kind of mixed in and blended with all those other tastes. But there is just a lot going on. I mean, I think every sip you could come back with a different flavor note on this one. There is just a nuttiness and figs and dates and plums. With, like I said, those cherries and pomegranates, and it still has that dusty, funky note on the back end, a little dusty leather note with a little funky barrel note. And there is, like I said, there is that savory umami like the 18 Allardyce. But like in that one, like that's the prevalent note. That's what you get. This one is kind of, like I said, it's more in the background mixed in with all these other flavors. Almost like a brown sugar coming through now. And like a toffee note. I mean, yeah, this thing's bringing it. This is very complex. This is delicious. I'm not mad at it. Like I said, this is one of my top threes. This one, it also brings a little extra. It comes in at 48% ABV, so you're already looking at the 96 proof. So still under 100, but definitely gives it that little bit extra for the flavor. I mean, look at the color of this thing. Just dark, beautiful sweetness. Do I like it better than the 18? I'll have to do a side-by-side. Just that 18 just has such a distinctive, different umami flavor that's amazing. This one, like I said, it has it, but it's mixed in with all these other notes, so I really like that note. But this is delicious, and it's really delicious for $100 cheaper than what I was going to have to pay for it up here. And that's why I hadn't popped yet. It's like, man, once you start paying over $3 for a bottle of whiskey, you start thinking of all the other bottles you could have for that money, and it gets a little tougher. But I've been wanting to try this. I knew it would be on the shelf one day, and like I said, just a perfect little accident. The Giant Tamer took a wrong turn and ended up pulling in this parking lot once we got off the highway and turned around, and there was a liquor store. It was like it was meant to be. Like the whiskey spirits just kind of guided us right there and said, this is where you need to be right now. And I'll be darned. This is exactly where I needed to be for $200 instead of $300. Yes, sir. And then, yeah, our taxes would have been a nightmare. Taxes down there was $15, so it was $2.15 out the door. So absolutely amazing. I love it. And yeah, this is delicious. It was pretty good and neat. Let's see how it tastes with a drop of water. Just put in the one little drop, see if we can crack any of those oils open, see what it does to it. 21-year-old, probably gonna open up a few more flavors for us. Oh man, it seems to kind of softened it up. It's like a sweet buttercream note I got right out of the gate. Maybe like a cashew almond, like sweet cream butter note. That funk of the sherry cask has kind of been toned down a little bit. It's muted. It's still there, but it's muted. And just like a soft, like a cinnamon brown sugar note on the back end of it. See how it tastes. Sludge it. Wow. I'll tell you what, a drop of water, it was like this spinning wheel of flavors that was just all over the place, and the drop of water just kind of put this coating over it all and brought it all together and just made it this one cohesive, just sweet butternut goodness. Like, wow. The water seemed to tame this one, but in all the right ways. Like, it just, like I said, it seemed to bring all those notes together as one, and now it's just, oh my goodness. That's fantastic. I don't know, I kind of like all the flavors, but I really like them all together like this. It's so weird. Usually, like when you put a drop of water on it and it's that complex, usually the water breaks it open and makes all those flavors unfurl. This time the water kind of seemed to tame them all up, bring them all in, but like they're still there, but it's like they're there in perfect harmony now. That is weird. I've never had that happen with water before in whiskey. That's awesome. Wow, that's really nice. That is just fantastic. That is so weird how it brought it all together like that. That is amazing. Yeah, I really like that. That just brought it up like another 2-3 points right there. I guess I do like it a little better with water just because it's so amazing how it brought it together and like the new taste that it formed. Like a chef just putting all the perfect ingredients in and making this sauce exactly how it's supposed to be. Like, that's nice. Well, this will probably be the only time I do it, but let's put it over some ice and see what happens. I gotta say, I was almost to the point where I didn't think there was any way this could live up to how big I had hyped it up, because I was really looking forward to this one. And I gotta say, at first I was like, it was really good, but I know it's only the neck pour and it's gonna open up. This is just first impressions. But man, that drop of water, the way it brought it all back together, I mean, wow. 0 pop on that one. Let's get it. Kind of a small pour in there. I can't even bring myself to put too much on ice because, yeah, I want to enjoy this one neat with some water in it. Who knows, this might be amazing too, but I just can't imagine putting this one over ice. This is just too nice. Oh man, so far so good. Absolutely loving the Parliament. Very glad I picked this one up finally. But we definitely don't want this to get too watered down, so let's see how it is on the ice. Prost. Boy, that ice really tamped down the nose. You can't, I mean, it's just like a sherry funk whiskey note. Maybe a little bit of brown sugar, maybe a little bit of vanilla, but kind of a sherry funk tamped down. Let's see how it is on taste. Ice kills this one. I would not put this over ice. It's not a bad taste. It's got the, you know, the vanilla and the oak notes. You can definitely taste those barrel influences, but you're missing out on way too many of the other flavors. I would definitely, this one neat or with a little bit of, this one's probably the best with a little bit of drop of water on it. This one's amazing with a drop of water on it. Scale out of 1 to 10, I think I would have to give this one, oh man, first impressions, it's pretty nice. I think I'd have to give this one a good solid, the price is a little high, but this is right there at 8.8, 8.9. This isn't, I probably got to give this one an 8.9. I mean, when you put the water on it, it's definitely an 8.9. This is delicious. And when it opens up a little bit, it might creep right up into that 9 territory. This is spot on. Absolutely delicious. Definitely one approved. If you see it out there and you can get it for a decent price, you want to check it out, you like the GlenDronach, this one's definitely worth a buy because this is delicious. And it sounds like they might be changing some things up at the old GlenDronach distillery, so get it while it's hot. Hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic week out there, and it only gets better from here. Until we see you next time, cheers.